Right, and we are live. Hello, everyone. My name is Cypher, and today we're going into a new build. That for a lot of new and returning players who are coming back to Division Two. These builds are mainly you should only use them for conflict or the Dark Zone, but you could use them in PvE. But this is mainly for PvP. And overall, I just wanted to say before we get into the build, sorry for the past two videos. Apparently, I was recording with my headset mic. I had no clue. And now I'm using my actual mic. So audio quality should be a lot better now. I'm just re-recording this because I didn't like the way I did the last breakdown. So this is the one I'll be using in the new video. And other than that, sit back. We're gonna get right into this build and kind of show you why you should be using the pieces that you should. Starting off with the specialization, there are three specializations you can run with this build. Starting off, I'm using the gunner specialization. That's what's worked best for me. It might not for everyone, but that bonus armor you get when using armor kits is really nice. You have the option of the Banshee Pulse if you like doing that. You like popping people out of cover, and the 10% armor on kill. While not like super necessary, it is kind of just nice to have as a passive. Especially if you're in the dark zone. I feel like if you're in the dark zone, you might lean more towards using the gunner specialization, but that's just me, like my choice personally. Um, another specialization you can run is the firewall specialization. You'd mainly be using this for the armor kit. That gives you the 200% armor and health over 10 seconds. Mainly to rush down players and keep your armor up over a longer period of time when taking up close gunfights. That's generally the main reason you can run it. You could run the Crusader Shield that it gives you for the Dark Zone as well, but once again, I feel like the Gunner class has come out on top. And if you want, this is kind of a different option. You could run the Technician specialization. For that linked laser pointer, and then you can run spotter on the chest piece. I'll go into the chest piece and your options like later down the line. But if you are going to be using the technician, I recommend using the Kingbreaker. The named TKB assault rifle has really high base damage, while the rate of fire is a little low. It deals a lot of damage, especially with that perfect flatline. Amplifies weapon damage to pulsed enemies by 20%. You're gonna always have that pulse active unless they have like 3PC all or system corruption, or like some kind of pulse resistance build. But overall, you could run technician if you want to. All right, starting off with your weapons you're gonna be using for this build. First off, I know a lot of new and returning players aren't gonna have the Eagle Bearer, but this is just what I'm using for the time being. I didn't use it as much, in the gameplay. So you can kind of see how it runs without it. But if you do have it, just for whatever reason, you can run it. It's certainly an option. That I like to use it for more like longer range gunfights. Aside from the Eagle Bearer, you do have a lot of options. I personally say double AR is really nice to run with this build. But you don't have to run double AR at all. Some other assault rifles you can run are the Carbine 7. Carbine 7 is really solid. My health damage is very low. But it was very hard to find a Carbine 7 that rolls with damage to targets out of cover because, what's it called? It'll always roll with the overflowing talent. So you gotta be like a little specific when grinding for a Carbine 7, but overall it works out. Other assault rifle options, like I mentioned, the Kingbreaker. That's if you're running the Technician specialization. You should be using it otherwise. Because this weapon is kind of practically useless without the linked laser pointer. Another strong AR, the Police M4. Police M4 is really solid. 850 RPM, decent base damage. It's like a slightly worse FAMAS, but it's a lot easier to control. And by the way, for the talents that you're going to be running on these guns, either Strained or Optimist are the best talents you should be running. And if you don't have the Kingbreaker and you want to run Flatline on a different gun, make sure you have that linked laser pointer with the Technician specialization, just in case. Another option, once again, I know maybe not as many players would have this AR, but the Shield Splinter is something you get for killing all of the Washington, D.C. hunters. After you get the 8 ivory keys, you go to the base of ops here at the White House, and you open the ivory chest, and you will get this AR. And Cassie Mendoza will have this AR all the time. So you can buy it again. And the reason why is because it comes with the talent Perfect Optimist, where weapon damage is increased by 4% for every 10% of ammo missing from the magazine, which is obviously very strong. The longer you fire, the more weapon damage you get, which generally is just really good, as this build does a lot of damage already and has good survivability. If you do not want to run double AR, right, which is perfectly fine, you don't have to run double AR for this build. You could run an SMG, maybe for close range, someone pulls up on you, you get caught off guard. I believe the Dark Winter has just been added into the regular loot pool for SMGs. I could be wrong on that though. But the Dark Winter is the named Chris Vector SMG that comes with the talent Perfect Killer. Killing an enemy with a critical hit grants 50% critical hit damage for 10 seconds. SMGs are always known to have really high crit chance. You're always going to be capped out like at 60 pretty easily. Considering the fact that you get that 21% crit chance as one of your core attributes. But other than that, if you don't have the Dark Winter, you have some other options. The Tactical Vector SBR 9mm. Like I have mine with Close and Personal on it for that extra 30% weapon damage. You have a lot of options really. And if you get the regular Chris Vector, the 45 ACP variant, this is the non-named version of the Dark Winter. You can have Flatline on here, and for the benefit that what's it called? You can put a linked laser pointer on it because it has a long underbarrel rail. Other than that, the Apartment's another named SMG. It's the named SIG MPX. It's also a Dark Zone exclusive. This is just if you have it. You don't have to run it. If you want a high damage SMG that like hits like the Apartment, you could run the AUG SMG. The AUG SMG is very, very, very strong. It has actually a massively high base damage. I think it has a higher base damage than the Apartment. And the whole reason, if you do have the Apartment, I believe it's actually or no, it's the Dark Winter this week at one of the DZ vendors. But the Apartment comes with Perfectly Measured. The top half of the mag has a 20% rate of fire and a minus 27% weapon damage. So it'll be like more Chris Vector-esque. But the bottom half of the magazine has a minus 20% rate of fire from the base rate of fire, by the way, not from the buff that you get from the top half of the mag. And you get a 33% total weapon damage amplification, which is really nice. Other than that, those are kind of your options. The FAMAS is still the best AR to use for PvP or just in general. Rolled like targets damage out of cover, damage to targets out of cover, or damage to armor. I'm running Strained on here. You can run Optimist too. Those are typically your best talents. For your secondary, obviously there are not a lot of options. At least like let alone anything that really matters. I mean, you could run the Busy Little Bee, but after its nerf last season, or maybe I think it was the season before, you don't get stacks as easily. So I don't think you really need to waste your exotic slot on this pistol. But other than that, I mean, I'll use the Orbit just in case, like for a down enemy. I get with the talent Perfect Finisher. For like 15 seconds, I get 35% crit hit chance. I'm not probably going to need, I have pretty high crit chance on this build, but 40% crit hit damage, which is really nice. For 15 seconds, you can take 1 or 2 gunfights with that, so it's really useful. Other than that, that is your weapons, those are your options. I forgot to mention, you could use the exotic assault rifle, the Chameleon, for close range combat if you really wanted to. A lot of people would not recommend it. I think it's very nice with the rate of fire and the high crit chance, but that's just me. Going into the gear. So for the mask, you will be using the Catharsis mask. This mask is super easy to farm. You can just go to mass targeted loot in Summit or Countdown. And the reason why this mask is so good is for its talent Vicious Cycle. Taking damage builds stacks to a cap of 30. Each stack grants 1% weapon damage, and taking damage at max stacks triggers a purge, removing all stacks and status effects, and dropping a healing cloud, which restores 5% of max armor for 10 seconds. So when it says 5% of max armor, it's in reality more than that, because when you have this bar fully maxed out for its attribute, you get a 20% amp of that. So it's around 6% of max armor for 10 seconds. If you stay in the cloud longer, you get a lot more armor than it actually says. Like, I think I was able to build like all my armor back, and I have 1.5 million armor. With this mask, you get 19.5% incoming repairs, 4,775 HP per second for armor regen, and I'm running a 5.1% crit hit chance mod. A lot of my stats aren't really necessarily maxed on this build, and it still performed really well. So if you were able to max out your stats, especially with the shade level, if you're over shade level 1000, you're going to get more out of this build than I'm getting, and you'll perform even better. Alright, going on to our chest piece. We are going to be using the Fenris chest piece. And the whole idea with this is to get that 10% assault rifle damage for the one-piece bonus. For Fenris, you're gonna be running double crit, right? Crit chance and crit hit damage, and then I'm running a crit hit chance mod. For talents, you want to run this chest piece. You should be running Unbreakable. I know it's bugged right now, where if you have Unbreakable already procced once, you already activate Unbreakable by losing all your armor. Until you die, at least, you will not get Unbreakable back. So that's just a current bug right now. Other than that, it's not necessarily a huge deal because Conflict is pretty fast paced, so you're not even gonna notice it really. But other than that, you could be running Spotter. I had Spotter as an option. Where we go? Here we go. I have Spotter as an option, right? If you're running the Technician specialization, you'll run Spotter instead, because if people are wondering why I don't use Closer, which is the named Yuzina Getaga chest piece with Perfect Spotter, is because with Perfect Spotter you get a 20% boost, but with the Fenris and Spotter together you get a 25% weapon damage boost, which I think is just a lot more useful. You're getting a 5% there, and while the like 5% total armor is nice, you're not gonna really feel that when you're playing. So if you are running the Technician specialization, you're using that linked laser pointer, use Spotter instead of Unbreakable on your Fenris chest piece, and you'll be running double crit regardless. Alright, for our holster, we're running the best in slot name Brazos holster, Picaro's holster. For the one piece bonus, you get 10% skill haste. That's not going to necessarily matter. So you can ignore that. You're not really getting much out of this. I mean, I guess with the skills you use, maybe you'll get some benefit out of it, but not really. The whole reason why we're using Picaro's holster is because it gives you 2 core attributes for the price of 1. What's it called? I remember the devs had an issue where you were supposed to be able to roll another red core on you, but for some reason they weren't able to figure out a way to do that. So either way, I still think having the core attribute being a blue core is still the best way to go. I have a crit chance on here, and then you'll always have that 15% weapon damage on there, which is so nice. It's so unbelievably nice to have both a blue core and a red core on one piece. So you're getting a lot of damage bonuses out of that, and you're getting great survivability as well. How to get this holster? Similar to like a lot of the other items on this build, all you gotta do, farm holster targeted loot. Or if you don't want to do that, you can farm Brazos targeted loot, and then when you see a named item, it'll most likely be the Picaro's holster. As far as I'm concerned, there is no other named Brazos piece in the game. So farm Countdown, farm Summit, put Brazos targeted loot, and you'll get this holster super easily. It always rolls with the blue core attribute, so all you gotta do is get that crit chance or crit damage on for your regular attribute. Alright, going on to the backpack. So this is a PvP and Dark Zone exclusive backpack. It's the named Walker and Harris Matador. You don't necessarily have to run this piece. What's it called? There's not really much of a difference between the talent Perfect Adrenaline Rush and regular Adrenaline Rush. So if you want to, you could farm a Walker Harris backpack that has double crit, and then you'll put Adrenaline Rush on there. Overall, the main reason you're running this is like it's nice to have the Perfect Adrenaline Rush, but you get a nice easy 5% weapon damage bonus for having the one piece Walker Harris. You're gonna have your regular red core attributes. You get the 15% weapon damage. You get double crit, right? 10.8 crit hit damage, 6% crit hit chance, and then I have a 10.9% crit hit damage mod on there. Once again, you do not have to use this backpack. You can get a regular Walker Harris backpack, no problem, and it'll work just as well. Alright, for our best in slot for the gloves, ignore my recalibration on there. I, for some reason, did not have a max armor roll in my library. But other than that, These are the named Petrov Defense gloves, the contractor's gloves. With these gloves, what's it called? The main reason you're using them is because you get an 8% damage to armor. That multiplicative damage has a huge impact when you're in conflict with other players. Not only that, I'm running 5% crit chance, and I rolled a blue core attribute on there. Ignore that. It'll be a lot easier for you. I don't know why. For some reason, I did not have it. I'll fix that later. But once again, you're using this for this 8% damage to armor. If you want to, you can run an LMG for your like one of your primary weapons. If you really want to make use of that LMG damage, it is not necessary though. You do not have to run an LMG. All right, and for our last piece of the build, the named Overlord Armaments knee pads, the Fox's Prayer. These knee pads are really, really, really good. They're just as good as the contractor's gloves in the sense, for the fact that you get that 8% damage to targets out of cover. It functions the same way. It's another multiplicative. Gives you a lot of bonus damage, right? I rolled a blue core onto here so I can get my armor up. And I already had a max crit damage roll in there, so I was not going to be complaining with that. Just kept it the way it was. And if you want like to do some longer range combat, you can use the M1A Classic. It's the highest damage for rifles, and you get that 10% rifle damage. So if you want to, you could. I have a M1A if you want to use this for an example. Got my damage to targets out of cover there, and I have the Talent Boomerang. Ranger is also a pretty good option. I know there's a named M1A Classic with like perfect lucky shot. You don't have to run that. There's no need. But that's just an option if you want to. Alright, getting into the skills. Skills, you got a lot of freedom here. I choose to run the scanner pulls just because I like knowing where people are. I like planning out my attacks to make sure I know where people are beforehand. And kind of just getting my intel. The cooldown is longer for conflict, but it is not like that in the Dark Zone. I recommend running a scanner pulse in the Dark Zone because it just has the regular cooldown, which I think you should take great advantage of. Other options, a must-have will be the Defender Drone. The Defender Drone and other drones are bugged right now, where once you activate them in conflict, or I'm not sure if it's the Dark Zone, I think it's just conflict, it'll stay in place. So the only way you can get use out of the Defender Drone right now, while it is bugged, keep in mind, it's not always like this. While it is bugged, you have to stay in range, in a small little place. Which does suck, but it's still better than not to have that. What's it called? Other options. You can run the Sticky Bomb, like the EMP one. You can run the Decoy, so that way you don't have that nameplate on you, so it's a lot easier for you to take fights. The Chem Launcher, I recommend using the Riot Foam Chem Launcher. This is really good for keeping enemies in place. You get some free damage off. And other than that, that's really about it. Right now, conflict is like full of bugs where it's like you can't vault, you can't go behind cover. So damage to targets out of cover is really good right now, if we're being honest. You're gonna get even better performance out of this build. But you cannot pick up specialization crates. You can pick up the boost crates, and you cannot revive your teammates. So I don't recommend it, right? But like, what's it called? If you really want to, like, if you really feel like you take gunfights like far away to the point where enemies can't get a confirm on you, you could run the Reviver Hive. I don't recommend it because it's not very good. It has a long cooldown. It's absolutely useless in most cases. But right now, with the current situation, it is somewhat viable for the fact that you could pick yourself back up. Assuming you are behind cover, obviously, and your enemies don't run up on you. Other than that, that's really all there is for this build. I'll have chapters, like timelines, on this video. I have 2 games that I put because the first one ended super quickly, and then it'll cut to a second game that I recorded. I had really good gameplay before, but I had cheaters in my game, and I don't want to have like gameplays like with cheaters because it doesn't really show you what the build can do. Even if it did perform really well. I had a game where I went 17-5 and I had 54 million damage, but I couldn't use that gameplay for the fact that I had cheaters in my lobby and on my team, so that kind of just ruined the fun. But one thing before we go into the build and the gameplay, with the Eagle Bear, which you won't be using, so I'll just swap it off. With the FAMAS in this case, I have 57.2% crit hit chance. It'll be 60 if you optimize your stuff. I haven't done that. and I have 90.7 crit damage, you'll have higher crit damage, maybe even 95 percent. But once again, you want to focus on maxing out that crit chance to the cap of 60%. That way you can get more crits off more often. You already have the 8% damage to armor. You'll have 21% health damage end of the day if you fully optimize the AR core attribute. And I don't have it on here, but what's it called? You will also get that 8% damage to targets out of cover from the Fox's Prayer, and then the 10% from your assault rifle. Other than that, that's it for the build. It'll transition to the gameplay now, and I hope you guys have a great rest of your day. And I'll see you later. Alright guys, time for some Division 2, if my game would stop being framey. There we go. Alright, so you're probably not going to see the previous game in this footage. I did, in that point, all my games were filled with cheaters. There were frame issues with the server downtime. It was really annoying, so you're going to get some new footage here today. This is from the 13th. So this is after the server maintenance. They still have not fixed the option for you to vault or get behind cover. So damage to targets out of cover is going to be really good. More or less. It's a flat 10% damage buff to all your guns, while this is still a bug. And for context, for anyone who's still going to play some Conflict, you cannot revive your teammates unless you have a Reviver Hive, and some skills just don't work. All the drones don't work, by the way. I know Seeker Mines don't work. I'm not sure what else doesn't work. I know Pulse works. Oh wait, they're gonna get stuck.
Detected. Hostile defender drone detected.
Alright, look at my gun, please. Thank you, teammates.
So, restore hive detected.
So those guys, as far as I'm concerned, are now trapped in there. Because they made the awful decision. Well, what is this perk I just got? What is that from the new gear set bonus? Oh, you idiots! You're stuck in there now. Oh my. Okay. That's crazy. All right, so they're basically guaranteed dead. Yeah, I only have one teammate with me because the other guy screwed himself over. Oh my. Get out of there, get out of there. Getting some decent damage off. Got the kill confirm. Oh, what is this guy doing? What is that guy doing? Also, I was getting shot through the wall there. I don't know if that's because I was sticking out or... I don't know. This is going to be an odd game. Considering you cannot vault or do anything. Oh, y'all have... if I just didn't miss every bullet there... Your dad.
Boost now active.
Can I steal that boost real quick? Yeah, okay, so the specialization crate does not work, but the boost crate does work. Still don't understand why that is, but you know, I'm not complaining. At least something works in this game.
Allies have acquired the boost.
Yeah, so even if I didn't have that armor there, the bonus armor, he still would have died. Doesn't matter. This build is really strong. I'll include a screenshot from my last game. Did they buff shields?
The enemy doesn't turn this around.
Oh my. That is so lame that you have to use the new exotic AR. Alright, either way, I got 2 confirms. If he was running a regular AR, I would have beamed him. That is so lame. You gotta use the new exotic. What's it called? Just a question to any viewers. I know that this video is for like new and returning players, but if you're a veteran player who's been playing the game for a bit, or hell, you've just been playing a lot this season, I know with the new XP changes to the resource convoy. Oh, there's a guy right here. Yeah, how's it feel now, buddy? How's it feel now to get killed standing still? How easy is it to get the new exotic AR with the resource convoy nerf? I know, public executions or hostages I heard were really good. Okay, they are running out of zone. Can I get behind cover? I was able to down one of them. Ah, oh, my team was not with. Did they all fall in there?
Agent down.
Did all of my team fall in the little pit?
Agent killed.
A specialization
Well, is Mercy Rule still going on?
arranged for you.
Yeah, it is. Alright, we won because of Mercy Rule. I'll do another game because I don't think there's enough content to show off how good this build was. I was able to like 1v3 a couple times, 1v2 a decent amount of times, but I'll do another one. Hopefully they all rejoin. Yeah, so I got a pretty easy MVP with that. I got a really good MVP with the game before. I had like 34 million damage and I went 17-5 with this build. And I wasn't recording that, sadly, because I was just trying to see if Conflict even worked. So I'm really mad about that. Yeah, 48 million damage, went 8-3. I had 3 assists. So yeah, the build is very strong. You're gonna have you're gonna have like the highest damage in your lobby sometimes, or like even just on your team most of the time. Oh my god, I just came back. Dude, it's been 50 minutes? 50 minutes to find a match? You know what? It's gonna be cut for the stream anyways, dude. I'm cutting that shit right out. What is it with always like with always it being capital? 50 minutes. That's actually impressive that your servers are that terrible. It took 50 minutes to find 8 players. You know what? What's it called? I'm gonna go look back through this VOD and see how many people were like going back and leaving. Because that is crazy. Unless I got a game and got kicked while I was gone. Wait. That doesn't make sense, though. Because I got put in queue immediately. It wouldn't do that if I got DC'd. So I actually did just wait 50 minutes, apparently. Literally made myself a fucking meal. And ate it. And watched an episode of his show. And I come back and I got in a match. That's wild. Alright. Let's go get this show on the road.
Defeat the enemy before
My teammate's using it. Dude, how does everyone have the new exotic AR already? Am I just like bad at the game or something? Like, I'm like not even tier 20 in the battle pass. How are they getting it so fast? Guys making fart noises in the mic. Oh my god, they messed up.
Rogue defender drone detected.
Oh my god, he's trying to get in cover.
South defender drone detected.
Oh my, he's stuck in there. What the hell? Please, please! Oh, did my unbreakable proc twice, or was it the... Okay, either way. He's unbreakable already procced. Oh, I almost dropped in there. I almost ended that. Okay. What is that perk? I don't know what that is.
We're stuck here. Fuck. Stupid game. So fucking buggy. Fuck.
Look at how much damage I just dealt right there. Down another one. Alright, so that's 2 confirmed kills I just got there. I probably,
Down.
if I could have, I would have rolled backwards, but, you know, I didn't have that option. Don't know what this guy... Is he on, like, on open mic? I don't know what he's talking about. So far, we're doing pretty good. I think that's 3 kills for us so far. Actually, I think... Is it 3? Yeah, I think it's...
Boost about to
Maybe
activate.
4, actually. If one of the guys is still down. Okay, so they're still back here. Anyone on the side? No, we have the buff here. Yep, there we go. 4. It's not good to be out in the open. No cover. They're far away. I'm gonna use my Eagle Bear. Oh my, you do a lot of damage. Oh, it melted that kid right there.
Rogue defender drone detected. Hostile defender drone
Yo.
detected.
What am I getting hit with? Just lost my my catharsis stacks. That guy is
Boost
beaming
will
me.
soon deactivate.
Is any of my teammates gonna get the... Oh, they're all stuck.
Boost has expired.
I'm gonna go. It already expired. I took too long. You're still hiding back there? That is so lame. Oh, now you want to push up. The second your whole team is there with you.
Immediate medical assistance.
Ah.
Agent
You know, if they're gonna be lame like that, like they do realize I'm the only one. I don't know why they didn't just push. At least make it a little bit easier for me to kill you instead of just hiding back there. My whole team fell in there, and they can't get out. They're a bunch of fish in a bowl now. So ridiculous. One of them left too. I mean, like, who cares? It's a 1v3. I mean, I've won 1v3s with this build before, but like, still, dude, that's so lame. One of them is still far back. Get a nice little flank going on. Oh, he was right in front. I didn't see this kid?
is needed.
Wow, I am so blind. I didn't see this kid. What the hell? Why is he running future sorry, ongoing directed? What the hell? Did I just tunnel vision on that kid? Wow. I have my brightness and my color vibrance really high too. I'm impressed I didn't see him. Up, specialization crate. Let me see, do I get a random drop of luck that actually works this time? No, no it does not. Once again, what is that buff? I don't know what that is. You're dead.
Detected. Hostile defender drone
Give me a
detected.
little bit of bonus armor. I couldn't kill him? Oh my, okay. Why is my whole team just in there? Like, am I just have to bleed lives to them? Was it really that hard for you guys to not fall in there? I guess this is gonna show the real capabilities of this build, since I'm the only one who's gonna be able to get any damage off. Oh my, you guys are so dead.
An agent needs assistance.
You're dead too. Don't know what you were planning. Hey, one of my teammates got out. I mean, he died, but... Okay, so they're not here anymore. Okay. I don't have Unbreakable proc yet, and I don't want to proc it soon. Okay, so if I stand right on my drone, I get the, Okay, let's get that bonus armor up, buddy. Bum rush.
The enemy is about to be pulled out.
Mercy roll active. Yeah, they need it. Down another. Thank you for the bonus armor. Oh, he's got spawn protection. I did not think of that. Where is my team?
Detected.
Wow.
Vital
We're
signs
slamming them and you just want to wait them. Maybe they're not slamming. I'm slamming them and they want to wait the mercy roll out. That is so lame. Come on, guys. One of them's still stuck in there. Oh, Ubisoft, fix your game. That is so lame, dude.
about to expire.
That is so lame.
Agent down.
There's no pulling.
Alright, they took mercy roll away. I can get my 2 free kills to buff up my stats.
Eliminate whoever's left.
The boost is now offline.
Down. Oh!
Immediate medical assistance needed.
Where was my unbreakable there? Aw.
Incapacitated.
Still, ongoing directive is weird.
Agent
I don't know what's going on with that.
zero.
Okay, so it's just one guy left. The other guy I downed. He can't revive him. So, yeah, Ubisoft. If there's anything we've learned from this, is that Ubisoft needs to learn how to fix their game. Jeez, that is so lame, dude. Alright, so I'm gonna use that first match, was lasted like 5 minutes, and I'll use this match. Oh, what? What are you... Okay. Alright, where is the... Wait, did he revive him?
Supply drop has been arranged for you.
Or are they just going AFK now? What's going on here? Double my pulse. You know, he's probably gonna spawn. Don't hide away. Let's end it now. He is not in his spawn. Weird. Are we really gonna have to run around looking for this guy? Did he hide away in the fishbowl? I've never had a match go on this long. Oh my god, he's in the fishbowl. Look at that. Absolutely melted. Thank you for getting my kill confirmed, teammate. Absolutely melted. Alright, so as you've seen from the 2 matches that I'll be showcasing here, great survivability, great damage, incredible time to kill, and when Ubisoft fixes the game, so that way you can get into cover, you'll see even better results. It was all really makeshift crap. Look at that, 34 million. I'm 14-6. If that doesn't say it, this really should. The previous match didn't show it. There you go, 14-6. If there's anything I want to get aside from this build is super easy. I want to thank you guys so much for watching the video. Please leave a like, subscribe, leave your thoughts down below in the comments. who knows? Even like if there are some things that are like outdated with this build, please leave some suggestions for the new players if you're a veteran in the comments. I was planning on doing some GTA content with the new update. If you want to see some GTA content, I'd be totally down. I'm gonna be doing some more PvE content, some more PvE builds. If you want to see those, maybe give me some just like suggestions or like some situations you would want a build for. And other than that, thank you so much for watching the video. It really means a lot. I didn't think I'd get this far with like content creation. So all your support really means a lot to me. I'm trying to reach 500 subs before summer ends, so that I can join the YouTube Partner Program. So if you guys can help me out, leave a like, share the video, subscribe. It means a lot. And other than that, leave some build suggestions in the video for the new players. I will be leaving the GC Rock Discord in the description below. So if you want to get an Eagle Bear, you're trying to get a Ravenous or the Regulus, hell, even the Bighorn, if you want the Bighorn too, since it's a legendary exclusive exotic, I'll be dropping that Discord down below. They do raids every single day. You can coordinate with other people. They have build suggestions other than my videos, so there's more resources you can get info from. And other than that, thank you so much for watching the video, and have a great rest of your day. Thank you so much.